Sorry in advance if you can't take the heat, but I'm just letting y'all know what's happening. Okay, AEW has surpassed WWE completely. Completely. Yes, a bunch of you will show up and say, hey man, they don't have any views or people in the crowd, yada yada yada. Hey, keep coping. Keep coming up with excuses, keep moving the goalposts, keep doing everything you're doing. That's okay. That's okay, because over here in AEW country, it's been booming. Welcome back to the MVP's Lounge. I am your host, as always, the king of this entire establishment, and I am here to read the rights for the people. Okay? I am sick and tired of niggas putting AEW down, throwing it down the toilet, and trying to flush it. No, this is not happening. Not anymore. AEW has surpassed WWE at this point. And that's all thanks to your boy Triple H. Man, it's crazy because anytime I say Triple H now, like the first thing that comes to mind is like that's the first thing that comes to my mind anytime I see Triple H. It's crazy because folks out here really believe that WWE is still cooking right now, and it's not cooking at all. It's not even a little bit. I used to think that maybe Triple H could be the guy that once he takes over, that's it. Like, we're good, we're good from here. Triple H is taking over. Vince is gone. We're about to enter a whole new era of greatness. I always go back to the black and gold NXT era to just reminisce in the greatness that we had. And it's really confirmed to me that Triple H had nothing to do with anything about that, because Raw and SmackDown have been just piss poor bad. Piss poor. Shawn Michaels, we're going to get on you next. Not in this video, but hey, we get on you next. All right, listen, hey, I appreciate how you put over the Black Kings down there, but there's some problems going down, and you're going to have to fix them very soon. So we'll get on you next. But for right now, your boy Triple H, time for him to get cooked. All right. So first things first. Three main things. Okay. Stay with me now. Three main things: weekly shows, champions, bookings, and finally, pay-per-views. Let's start with the weekly shows. We have SmackDown, we have Raw, we have Dynamite, we have Collision. Okay. First things first. Let's start with the bad. Okay. We'll work our way. We'll work our way up from the bad to the good. Okay. SmackDown, 3 hours. Your champion, Zelina Vega. Yeah. Look at these matches that she's had in the past 11. Wow. The past 11 matches: Piper Niven, Alba Fire, Julia and Charlotte, Piper Niven, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, Chelsea Green, Chelsea Green. Wow, the same opponents. Wow. Imagine like trying to watch SmackDown or even being in that live crowd and having to see the same thing over and over and over and over again. It's like, bro, you telling me this man Triple H is in Gorilla in the office being like, yeah, we're going to run the same match again and again and again. It gets worse. It gets worse, because Triple H on SmackDown, right? Even on Raw, I've said it before, Raw is hit or miss, depending on what you're getting. Because this past Raw was okay. You had Truth pull up and cut his promo. You had Cena and Punk cut their promos, which was nice. But then you get back to SmackDown and you kind of do the same thing. You had Truth, who did pull up for smoke, running down on Cena. But at the same time, the smoke lasted a couple seconds. You start the show with what? A promo from Cena. And then Cody. And then later on, what do you get? Cena calling out Truth. You're thinking, okay, we might get some hands. No, you get a promo from Punk. And this promo was horrendous. Horrendous promo from Punk. He had one good line in that promo. Everything else was bad. It's promo century. It's like you're going to SmackDown, you're going to Raw, and think about it. These people come to these cities maybe once or twice a year, and you're hoping the once or twice a year that they come, they bring at least one of your favorite wrestlers wrestling or give you some sort of entertainment from them. And you get there, and all you see is a 10 to 15-minute speech, and that's it. They're gone. You don't get to see them live again. You got to watch them on TV. And even then, when you watch them on TV, they're doing the same thing. Triple H has come up with this formula that has just been bad. And yes, some people want to blame TKO. Okay, fine. Listen, blame TKO all you want. Triple H still has the power to do what he wants. Whether he gets fired or not, or whether they decide to remove him or not, hey, at least he's doing what he believes is best for business and not the other way around. Because it's like he was on a leash before with Vince. He's back on a leash again then. if that's the case. You can look even before. You can look even before TKO even took over, and it was still bad. Remember what we had with Cody for the entire year? Remember that? Do you remember that? The entire year of Cody's reign that we had? The disgustingness that we had to sit through week after week? It was bad. Piss poor. Which now brings me to AEW. AEW's weekly shows are what I like to compare. I'll compare AEW's weekly show for Dynamite. I'll compare it to Monday Night Raw. Because over the course of a year and some change, Tony Khan, shouts out to Anthony Khan, he has completely turned things around. It's like AEW was starting to trend down, going in a bad direction after the whole CM Punk debacle, to the point where like people were just like, all right, we're just not watching this anymore. And I get that. I get it. The whole thing with the Bucks is terrible. The Bucks are terrible. You guys are. It's just the way. It's just what it is. You guys are terrible, and having you guys be the input in Tony Khan's ear is a bad thing. But pushing the Bucks to the side, Tony Khan, after that whole thing with CM Punk, was starting to put on a great show after great show after great show. The weekly shows for Dynamite have been better and better and better, especially when they got on Max. Yeah, they've been getting better and better and better each week. And they're just more sustainable to watch. You know, you're getting 2 hours. I've already said this already. Wrestling should only be 2 hours long. It should not be 3 hours. It should not. Make it 2 hours, the way how AEW is doing right now. They have been consistent with keeping you entertained from the start of the hour to the end of the hour. Yes, there have been some shows in the past that ended kind of flat with a weird main event, or usually have some kind of convoluted booking going on. Because again, Tony Khan isn't perfect. He's not. He's a fan making a wrestling show, and he does have his warts. I've said it before. I think if he had an extra pair of ears, maybe like a Shane McMahon, a Jim Cornette, Eric Bischoff, a Vince Russo, anybody. If he had anybody else to assist him with booking, I think it would be more coherent and better and more fluid. Well, he does have his bumps in the road, but overall, his weekly product on Dynamite takes a steaming hot dump on what Raw and SmackDown are doing every week. It's boring. It's literally boring to watch. Like, if you say you enjoy Raw and SmackDown every week, you're lying. You're simply lying, and you should stop and get some help. Take some Adderall or something. Because right now, these shows, they're not it. I can't vouch for Collision because I don't watch Collision. Okay, yes, that one's on me. I just don't. I don't care for Collision. I think Tony Khan should just stick to having one show a week. Okay, you know, like Collision and Rampage at first. Okay, these shows made sense because the roster was just so gigantic that you couldn't fit as many people on TV as you needed. But it's not that gigantic anymore. You know, Tony Khan has brought it down to a concise number of people, and it's the main people that we need to see every week. You know, he can keep it to just one roster. Okay, just one. But I can't vouch for Collision. But I can tell you this. I can tell you this right now. As someone that doesn't watch Collision, I bet you Collision is still better than SmackDown. I'll tell you that. I bet you would rather watch a 2-hour Collision than a 3-hour SmackDown. I bet. All right. Weekly shows marked off. AEW, hey, 1 point goes to you. Okay, you're just above Raw and SmackDown, man. You're above Raw and SmackDown. We don't need you no more. Okay. Now that leads us into the second part. Champions booking. Ooh. Okay. Champions booking. You're probably wondering what that is. Here, let me explain it to you. Real short. In one image, I can help you out. You see that? You see that on your screen? Look at all the champions currently in AEW. I'm not even going to count the ROH stuff because Tony Khan has slowed down now with giving ROH TV time, which I get why you would do that. I wasn't really a fan of seeing ROH champions be on there, but I get why you're doing it. You want to also bring the eyes of AEW people and show them, hey, come watch ROH as well because we're killing it there too. He owns both. Hey, kudos to you. Now, again, we've been seeing a lot less of them, which is fine because you want to make sure your main titles at least keep that stuff consistent, you know. So again, you have your tag team titles, your trios, Continental title, women's TBS title, TNT, and then the AEW World Championship, which has been in the briefcase for however long Jon Moxley has held it for. Now, when it comes to these belts, these titles, these championships, these champions in general, every last one of them gets a shot at showcasing something. Whether it be on Dynamite, whether it be on Collision, whether it be on a pay-per-view, they get a chance to showcase something. Okay? Sometimes it's a lot of time. Sometimes it might not be much time, but they at least get a shot at showing themselves and having a great match with it. Even if the feud isn't as prominent as others, they still get a shot. With that being said, You look at WWE side, that's not the case. It's not the case at all. You'll have pay-per-views where your world champion Jey Uso wasn't even on the card. You'll have pay-per-views where your WWE champion Cody Rhodes was even on the card at one point, and I was supposed to be your WWE champion. There have been pay-per-views where your tag team champions, your black tag team champions, weren't even on the card. They're still doing that now. The Street Profits, they get zero love. New Day, they were supposed to be great heels. You don't even get that. They're not even that. Your IC champion, hey, kudos to Dom. He got to squeeze his way onto that Money in the Bank card. Almost didn't even make it on there. Jacob Fatu, U.S. champion. Hey, I mean, he did a run-in. You know, that was good enough, I guess. We'll probably get somewhere with that. Zelina Vega. I don't even want to talk about Zelina Vega. I've said enough. You saw them 11 matches. Lyra Valkyria, hey, her and Becky, they've had 2 great matches. Love it. Solid stuff. There's probably going to be a rematch between Lyra and Becky, which means that she will now have faced Becky 3 different times. No, wait. They fought NXT. They fought that show. They fought... No, never mind. This will be her 4th time facing Becky. Yeah, we can give her more to work with. Let's do that. Let's start with that. Let's start giving her more to work with besides Becky. Okay. Who else we got to look at? Tiffany Stratton? Okay, Tiffany Stratton, I give her that. She at least has had different challengers. We can appreciate that, you know, different challenges for her. Okay, not mad at that. Io Sky. Rhea Ripley has been at the forefront of her feuds, but we're building towards getting her somebody else at some point, hopefully. So again, that's decent there. The problem is that these people, they're not showcased. You know, they're not put over, and that's a problem. That's a serious problem. Everybody you see here on the AEW screen, they're put over. They're put in a spotlight. They get a chance to showcase themselves for people to see them. Shoot, they built an entire legacy on Okada versus Omega for All in Texas. They're going to fuse those titles together. So we're even going to cut off one of the belts. This way, hey, look, you can squeeze in some more trios time, some more Adam Cole time on Dynamite. You know, you can start siphoning through and giving more time to more people as well. So now you're going to fuse those titles together. And okay, for this part, I don't 100% agree with. I'm hearing reports that they want those belts to possibly be a second world title. I don't, you know, like here, look, it sounds, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. Because that would mean having a second world title would mean that you would have to put them on separate shows. You don't want to have both the AEW title and that title on the same show. You don't want to put one on Collision. And I don't know if it's going to... I don't want to force people to watch Collision because I don't even feel like watching it. So, I mean, maybe I might draw eyes to watch it. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what their plan is, but neither here nor there. That's we'll save that for some other time to talk about. But as of right now, the champions get showcased. They get used. They get to do different things. It's great. WWE-wise, it's not. It's not at all. John Cena comes and does a promo every week almost. We're down to like what? 16, maybe 17 more appearances of John Cena. Like, you know how crazy that sounds? 16 or 17 more appearances of John Cena left. That's all we got. That's all we have of him for the rest of the year before he retires. And he's gone forever. And some of those are going to be promos, man. Some of those are going to be promos. That's sad. That's sad. He won't even be on most. It's just, I don't know. Especially with good. See, now I'm about to go on a rant. Gunther just got the belt back from Jey Uso, and it's like, I'm afraid where that's going too. Because he got Goldberg on the horizon. Got a bunch of other things. Like, it's just Triple H, man. Triple H. Get it together. Get it together with these upcoming pay-per-views. Because that's my next topic. WWE pay-per-views have been complete garbage compared to AEW. Everything from 2024, you can even sneak back in a little bit of 2023 on the back end when Triple H was fully taken over. Going straight into now has been, no, man, they have not hit. They haven't. They have not hit. You even look at WrestleMania. You know, people hated WrestleMania this past year just for it to go back to Vegas. I'm not even going to blame Vegas. I'm blaming the booking, but just like people hated this past WrestleMania. For me, it was okay, you know, the first night, and then you got the second night was better. That first night, I don't know, man. And then you got the 5. Look, this man's formula of doing these 4 to 5 match cards. Yeah, man, that worked back in NXT. Back in NXT, that was the wave. That was the thing, you know. And the difference is that when you had these 4 or 5 match cards at NXT, every single match usually hit, so it worked. Problem is, Triple H, when you're doing these 4 to 5 match cards on these pay-per-views, or as you like to call them, PLEs, disgusting. These 4 to 5 match cards, when you have them and they don't hit, night shows even look worse trash. And on top of that, they're shared pay-per-views, which would mean that both shows are supposed to have their people on there. And you don't even do that for them. So now it's even less time of seeing anybody or the other champions. You know, your tag team champions don't get no shine. Other mid-card belts not getting the shine. Niggas not getting the shine they need. You know, world champions sometimes not even on the card. Oh, it's like you're doing these pay-per-views and they're small. It's a waste of time. It's filled with ads. It's crazy. You see Saturday Night Main Event in the top right corner? Y'all remember that? Remember that travesty they gave us? What was like 90% ads and 10% show? It is insane what they're doing. It has to be stopped. It has to be. The atrocities must end. You can't stick up for it. Like, if you're really going to stick up for these pay-per-views, put it in the comment section below. Put it in the comments. If you really appreciate these pay-per-views that you've been given, we got to start telling the truth. At some point, we have to start speaking truth because this is sad. I like WWE. I like AEW. I like both shows. Okay? I can like both shows. You can like both. Everybody can like both shows. But I'm going to speak the facts on what show is being garbage and what show is being great. And the show that's being great currently is AEW. You look at Double or Nothing. You look at Revolution. You look at Full Gear. You look at All In that's about to come in here in Texas, and I'm going to be there live. And y'all know I'm there live, full effect, doing interviews outside, interviews inside, taking footage, doing everything I can, all right, to cover what I can from that show. But look at these pay-per-views, man. Top to bottom, man. You get great action. Champion showcased. Now, don't get me wrong. We've had maybe 2 pay-per-views where the ending didn't meet my standards. You know, I wanted a different ending for some of those. But hey, as I said, Tony Khan got his warts. He's got his problems. He's not perfect. He's nowhere near perfect. But when it comes to the weekly shows, to the respect he puts on the champions, and to the pay-per-views, he's just flat out steamrolling over everything. Triple H, TKO, WWE, whatever you want to call them. The entire combination, he's steamrolling them. He has surpassed them right now. He has went by and lapped them niggas so far. And if you don't believe me, just look at the facts. Look at them. Look at them. It's right there. It's right in front of your face. Listen, I'm not telling you any lies. If you're a fan of CM Punk, I'm going to say it. Tell me when I'm telling lies. I haven't said a lie yet. I have not. I told you all the facts about these shows on what they do, how they're coming, and what they're doing with them. I haven't lied to you yet. Take my word for it. Or, you know what? Don't. Continue to live in a world where you think WWE is doing great. Continue to do it. And continue to fake hate AEW just because other people are doing it. Continue to do it. It does not affect me one bit. But don't you dare pull up on an AEW comment, an AEW tweet, an AEW Reddit, an AEW mention. Don't pull up anything AEW-wise and mention WWE in any space at all. Or you getting cussed out on site. Plain and simple, point blank, period. On site every day. That's how it is. Hey, you can enjoy your show. Everybody can respectfully enjoy their shows. But don't you dare pull up and try to bury what AEW has been doing when Triple H, TKO, The Rock, Aubrey Graham, I don't know who the hell running the show at this point. When one of these niggas decide to say, hey, this is what's happening, or this show's doing this. No, I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear it. You're getting cussed out. You're getting blocked. You're getting sliced. You're getting chopped. Plain and simple, point blank, period. But I will not chop you in the comment section, though. If you have an opinion on WWE and you want to like put it over and you believe differently from how I'm thinking, that's fine. I'm always willing to throw hands in the comments. I'll throw hands. I'm not gonna block you though. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. You deserve to put your opinion out there on this channel. This is the MVP's Lounge for a reason. I like to let people come in here and speak their mind, whether they believe they're right, whether I believe they're wrong or not. It doesn't matter. You get to show up in here and speak your mind. So I'll hear you out, but we'll fight it out in the comment section. That's plain and simple like that. Plain and simple. This one went long-winded, but it needed to. It needed to get this time because AEW deserves their props. They haven't been given their flowers, man. They need their flowers. They've been doing great. Tony Khan, shouts out to you. They've been doing great. Okay? Listen, just Tony Khan, don't ever copy anything WWE is doing. Do your own thing. Do your own thing. I've been seeing it. Some of them AEW Dynamite's been starting out with promos like WWE been doing. Listen, you don't got to copy him, man. You don't got to copy him. Don't copy him at all, man. Just, hey, do your thing. Okay. Just don't always listen to the Young Bucks. That's what you don't have to do. Don't always listen to the Young Bucks. You know what I'm saying? Come up with your own things. Okay. That has been AEW surpassing WWE. If you believe every last word I have stated in this video, please drop a like and drop a comment. If you disagree, please drop a like or dislike and drop a comment anyway. I want to battle it out. Let me know your thoughts. Okay. We're on the road to 1K subscribers. We need to get to 1K before I go to All In on July 12th. I think we can get there. Got just a smidget less than a month. We probably got like, what is it? We're on the, what is today? It's the 16th. Got like 27 days. I'm trying to get a video. You know what? I'm going to get a video out per day until All In. You're going to get one video out of me per day. I might do more than one, by the way. I might do like a lot more, but you're going to at least get one video out of me all the way straight into All In. All right. And I'm trying to get to 1K before All In happens. So can we go all in on this channel? Let's do it. All right. Let's hot tag in. All right. Thank you for joining me today in the MVP's Lounge. Your king must go rest now. I will see y'all later. Peace.